Hello, I'm Thomas Maher, and it has been my honor to serve as the Director of Indigent Defense Services for the past 11 years. Now, I did not go to law school hoping to someday be the head of a state agency that supports public defense throughout North Carolina. But after decades of representing individuals in state and federal court, I was given the opportunity to work at the Center for Death Penalty Litigation as director, and then the opportunity to work at IDS. Just as individuals, public defender offices, and nonprofits working in public defense are mission-driven, IDS has always been driven by the mission of supporting the work of those in public defense to make the lives of our clients better by fighting for fair outcomes in the justice system. And it has been amazing to work with so many people with a vision for public defense. Before I leave IDS, I wanted to share a few thoughts about public defense. Public defense is a powerful community. When you are standing next to a client in court, or meeting with a client in a jail cell, or sitting in an office working on motions or briefs, or plowing through mountains of discovery, you can sometimes feel as if you are fighting the battle on your own. Many of our lawyers work in solo practices or small firms, and even those who work in public defender offices or nonprofits carry caseloads that mean they are often focused on handling the next case on their list. Fortunately, even for those who work on their own, they are part of what can be at its best a very powerful community. There is always someone who will help you work through a difficult case if you ask. There is always a way to get advice and help, from lawyers in your district or in your office, to listserv discussions, to briefs and motion banks, and to other resources at IDS, such as Forensic Resource Council or regional defenders, or experienced staff at the appellate defender, juvenile defender, and other defender offices. So take advantage of the community and be part of the community. Help others, get active in your local bar, statewide groups such as the North Carolina Advocates for Justice or the Bar Association, offer to teach CLEs. Get involved in meeting local and statewide legislators and leaders and educating them on the importance of public defense. Public defense is a marathon. There is a Buddhist vow that says basically that sentient beings are numberless and I vow to save them all. This is, of course, an important and impossible vow. It sometimes feels as if clients in need of help are numberless and you are being asked to save them all. Certainly coming to court day after day and seeing all the people who need help and knowing that there will be more in need of help every day brings this vow to mind for me. It also feels as if the challenges facing the lawyers and others who work to save these people are unending. A lack of funds, too many cases, too much discovery to review, overly harsh laws driven by the mistaken view that putting people in prison, jail, or on probation is the best way to respond to behavior that is often the result of poverty, mental illness, substance abuse, and the failure to truly understand the impact on clients, their families, and communities of the involvement of the justice system in their lives. When one challenge is met, such as obtaining open file discovery, another challenge arises. Things do get better, but there will always be challenges for those committed to achieving justice for clients who depend on public defense. So, recognize you are in this for the long run. Do not let the constant challenges wear you down, and pace yourself. Take time for yourself, your friends, your family. Celebrate when you help a client and gain energy from that. Public defense works best if you are willing to believe in the possibility of innocence and that your clients deserve good outcomes. Working in the justice system day after day can make you cynical. Cynical about the system, but also about our clients. We sometimes believe we can quickly assess a case and determine that our client has done what they are accused of doing, or that the appeal or motion is a loser. I learned when I represented clients in court and in watching the work done by this community that cynicism is a dangerous thing. Cases and clients are not always what they seem at first. If you spend time getting to know your client and the case, you may find innocence hidden in the details. You will do this best if you invest the time to get to know your client and the case. When you invest this time, even if you do not find ultimate innocence, you will learn things about your client and the case that allow you to be a better lawyer for your client. So take time with your clients and cases and fight for the resources needed to invest that time. And finally, public defense is all about the clients. In working on a case, we sometimes focus on the case and not on the client. Remember that when the case is over, the client will live with result. And if you do your best, they will live with the belief that they were treated with respect by a caring lawyer and that at least part of the justice system worked. Thank you for all that you do.